Hi, I'm Jeremy from Image Science, and today I'm going to talk a little about BenQ's SW271 flagship 4K color accurate monitor. This is a real favourite of ours, and this here that I have today is our demo model that we have here at Image Science. You're always welcome to come in and have a look at it, and even to attach your own computer to make sure that it's going to work well for you. This monitor is really an example of a new type of monitor, a 4K color accurate monitor, and there's really not many examples of that to date. It's incredibly keenly priced at $16.99, and it has all the features that professional image makers are looking for. It's 4K, so that means it's 3840 by 2160 resolution. Technically that's UHD resolution. It is an Adobe RGB gamut monitor. It features direct hardware calibration. It has all the modern inputs that you could possibly want, including USB-C. And basically it's just an extremely cost-effective and high-quality package for color accurate work. Today my plan is to go through some of the basics of setting up the monitor, including how to plug it in and which cable connections to use, and then to run you through calibration so you can see just how easy it is to go from not having a color accurate monitor all the way to an industry standard professional level color accurate monitor. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is how to attach this monitor to your computer. It's actually quite simple, but there are essentially three cables. The first two are quite easy, so I'll just go over those initially. Just like every other monitor on the planet, you're going to need to plug in a power cable. This is a standard kettle cord. Of course, you get one in the box with the BenQ. The next cable that you're going to want to plug in is a USB cable. Now, that's a little bit unusual, but this USB cable is what enables the direct hardware calibration system on the BenQ monitor. So all the calibration information is actually sent over the USB cable and not over the video cable. We'll talk about video cables in a second, but the other thing that the USB cable does is it enables the USB ports that are on the side of the monitor. So if I swing this around, you can't quite see them there at the back, I don't think, but there's a couple of USB 3 ports here that allow you to plug in peripherals, and there's also a fast SD card reader there, which is really handy. So you can just literally take the SD out of your camera, pop it straight into the monitor and read your digital image files off at full USB 3 speed. Okay, the final cable that you need to worry in our 3-cable setup about is the video cable, and there are essentially every modern option is available to you on this monitor. We have three main choices. The new standard that everybody's talking about is USB-C. So this cable is a relatively new development in monitors. It's very popular in the Mac world. If you buy a Mac laptop right now, you will only have a USB-C output. And increasingly we're beginning to see that on some PC-based laptops as well. It's a really, really simple connection. You can plug it in both ways, so it's a very nice setup, and a lot of our customers are looking actively for a USB-C connection. You get a USB-C cable in the box with the BenQ SW271. So for example, if you're hooking this up to a modern Mac Mini or a Mac laptop, you literally just take this cable, plug it straight into the back of the BenQ and into your laptop or Mac Mini, and away you go. You're all done. Simple as that. The other popular connections to use, a little bit more popular in the PC world, are HDMI, which is this one. That's a modern digital connection. You'll see that I've got a pretty chunky HDMI cable here. HDMI cables are notoriously unreliable things. There's a lot of low quality HDMI cables in the world. So for me personally, I always choose to invest in a really good quality, thick cable from a known supplier, just to make sure that I'm not going to have any weird connection issues that HDMI is a little bit notorious for. Ideally, if you can avoid HDMI, you would go for DisplayPort, which is really kind of the PC standard modern video connector. And overall, of all the possible connections, it's the one we favour the most. DisplayPort has this great little locking pin system. When you put it in the monitor, these little pins flick out, and the connector is locked into place. So there's just no chance of the connector falling out the back of the monitor, as sometimes happens with HDMI and USB-C. In terms of data transport, in terms of the actual video signal that those three cables can transmit to the monitor, they're all functionally identical. They can all do 3840 by 2160 resolution at 10-bit color depth at 60 Hz. All of them are capable of that, but of course the other aspect to that is making sure that the computer that you're attaching to can perform those things as well. Now, on the Image Science website, in our knowledge base, we have lots of articles to help you with this sort of thing. We have an article called About Monitor Connectors that's got images of all the possible cables and hookups, and a quality-based ranking of which cable you should use and when, to make it really easy. We have an entire article dedicated to achieving 10-bit color with modern monitors, and really all the sorts of resources you can need. But of course, if you ever do get stuck, you just hop on the phone and give us a call. We are very happy to help with that sort of thing. And as a business that really pride ourselves on extra support and knowledge, that's exactly what we're here for. So we're always happy to answer your questions.